Don't worry. Dhruva Maharaj, he already had achieved the stage where he was able to constantly meditate upon the Supreme Lord in his heart. It is said in Satya Yuga, all the beings, they were completely pure devotees, and they were able to meditate for tens of thousands of years on the super soul in their heart, beginning the meditation with the thinking of the lotus feet of the Lord. Slowly, they directed their attention to more and more up. It is said they meditated on each of the 1,000 spikes of the Sudarshan chakra for a long, long time. Meditated on the Supreme Lord very, very precisely, in a very detailed way. In this way, they attained perfection. And Dhruva Maharaj also, he did it in this way. He meditated on the Supreme Lord with such determination. It is said that because of his determination, he conquered the Supreme Lord. Krishna, he was so impressed and he felt so much obliged. This small boy, he is thinking of me with such fixed concentration, with such fixed attention. How he's doing this, the Lord, he felt obliged, and he appeared before Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj, he was, as a small boy, he had this huge desire, but when he saw the Lord before him, he said, Swamin kritatusmi param nayachi. Oh Lord, my desire was a desire for some material things, for the greatest material possession. But that was just like looking for pieces of broken glass. Instead of getting some pieces of broken glass, I found the most valuable jewel. I got your darshan, O Lord. And that is so much more wonderful than possessing the greatest kingdom ever. I'm so much satisfied by your presence, O Lord. And Krishna, he was. Krishna is always very benevolent. He always is ready to bless his devotee. And Krishna said, yes, you will have my association, but also you will get your desire fulfilled. You will get the greatest kingdom anybody ever had in this universe. Shi Pala Lakshmi Nrsingadev. Some days ago we heard how Dhruva Maharaj, he was picked up by the servants of Vishnu. They came with the airplane, he entered the airplane, and they left, and they brought him to the realm of Kshirodakshai Vishnu, to the pole star, Dhruva, also called Dhruva Loka, because Dhruva Maharaj resides there, and that is his kingdom. You may think, well, it's just one planet in this universe, but it is a spiritual planet, and a spiritual planet is not limited. In German, we have this book, Jenseits von Raum und Zeit, Beyond Time and Space. A spiritual planet is not limited by space, it is unlimited. And although we can see it, a spiritual planet, Dhruva Maharaj resides there, and that is the greatest kingdom ever inhabited by any person in this universe. He is the owner, so-called, of this Dhruva Loka, of this spiritual planet. So we don't want a kingdom greater than our grandfather. But what do we want? We would like to become real devotees. We would like to please Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, and Krishna and the devotees. That is our desire. And how can we move Krishna to give us his blessings? Krishna is always ready to bless his devotee. He is always ready to help somebody who is surrendered unto him. This famous Sankirtan verse, Yatamam prapadyante tang sadaiva bhajamyam. As they surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. If we endeavor to completely surrender to Krishna, think Krishna, he will reveal and reward us according to our devotion. In the beginning it may be fruitive. Oh yes, I want to become the best. I want to be on the. Formerly there was always the Sankirtan list. In the beginning there was the list. The best, he was on top, and then those who distributed little less and less, and those at the end, those who also had the chance to give out some books somehow. And the desire was, yes, I want to come on to the top of this of the list, of the Sankirtan list. That was that's kind of false ego. But Srila Prabhupada, he expertly used this desire of everyone. Originally, we fall into this world and we take on a demoniac attitude. Not because we choose, I devotee or demon, I choose demon. No, because we leave Krishna, it is said in the Buddha Shuddhi meditation, because we have become inimical toward him. When I read this, I was so impressed. Before puja, you meditate, you say this meditation, I'm the eternal servant of Krishna, but because of my bad fortune, I've been inimical toward him since time immemorial. And thus I have fallen to this world. We have become inimical to Krishna. We have become his enemies. We hated Krishna, therefore we are here. Krishna fulfilled our desire. We can try to become the greatest Ishvaro and the enjoyer, Bhogi. We can try our luck. We can make our endeavors. But Prabhupada said, all our endeavors in this material world are finally baffled. It will always be a failure. Whatever we become, we may become Olympics, win a gold medal, of what do I know? We may think we are the greatest, but it doesn't make us happy. It is said, Hiranyakashipu, he was always drunk, and his copper-colored eyes, they were always rolling. He was always intoxicated by alcohol. He was the greatest in this universe, practically. Whatever he wanted happened. Here, Indra, 27 degrees, right now. And Indra, immediately, the whole universe had that temperature. But he was not satisfied. Otherwise, why would you drink alcohol? If you're completely peaceful and satisfied, you don't need intoxication. The people that drink, go to Oktoberfest, pay 50 euro for 1 liter of some rotten liquid that makes them vomit, and okay, we don't get into it. But why do they do it? Because they're not happy. They smoke cigarettes because they're not happy. And they don't know how to become happy. Therefore, they are trying all these crazy things. But it does not make them happy. Like Hiranyakashipu. So we are moving in this world driven by our false ego. Srila Prabhupada, he expertly used this. He used this and he directed our egoistic activities toward the service of Krishna. Become the greatest, okay, very good. Become the greatest book distributor. Wonderful. Yes. That is a very good goal. Also in the spiritual world, it's that the inhabitants of the spiritual world, when they see that somebody is better than them, not bigger, okay. If somebody is better than them, they don't become envious. But, oh, so nice. Wow, he or she did better. Now I must endeavor more. I also want to please Krishna more than that person. And in this way, this verse it explains mainly how to conquer Krishna, conquering Krishna. Krishna is Ajita, he can never be conquered. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, he has all strength, all knowledge, all power, all renunciation, all beauty. Krishna can never become overcome. Nobody can overcome Krishna. But how did Dhruva Maharaj conquer the Supreme Lord? By his devotion and by his determination and his love for Krishna. Prabhupada explains in the purport, that is the point. By that love only he can conquer the unconquerable. Okay, we may look at our position and we see, well, I don't have that much love. I don't think that I can conquer Krishna. What do I do? Okay, I go on serving him. That is the right choice. We are not in the position to have the desire to conquer Krishna. We are just some fallen souls, conditioned like anything, Kali Yuga creatures. But also we can achieve this relation to Krishna. Of course, it's not easy. It's like Krishna, he was thinking, oh, the gopis, they have so much love and devotion for me. How can I reward them? I cannot reward them. And he told them, I'm eternally indebted to you. I cannot reward your devotion to me. I'm always, I will be always obliged to you. I can never repay your devotion to me. And we can and we should endeavor. We should try to bring up this determination to please Krishna. Maybe one day make him feel obliged. Would be nice if Krishna feels obliged to give us his blessing. And determination, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunanda. The devotees, they are always fixed, one-pointed determination. Question: which example does Srila Prabhupada give for determination? I looked it up in database, but does somebody know? Prabhupada gives the yeah? Exactly, very good. Sanjay Prabhu also, super, they had 100 points in the Bhakti Shastri course, which I attended. The sparrow, Prabhupada gives the example of the sparrow. One female sparrow, she put her legs on the shore of the ocean. And the ocean, you just moved about, and by some accidents, he also washed the eggs, washed the nest of the little sparrow, took it away by his waves. And the sparrow mother, she came back, her nest wasn't there anymore. And she became completely in panic. She became so afraid, like a mother is afraid when she doesn't find her child anymore. Where is it? Where's the child? Where is he now? Sometimes you see the mothers looking for the child. They come out. Where is he? Where is he? And the small boy, he had, with his friend together, they are on his bikes, far away. One time, I remember Madhavi Kishori, when she was quite very small, 3-4 years, and there were some other children here, about the same age. And the mothers, they came looking for the children. Where is he? And where is she? And where are they now? They looked everywhere. They couldn't find the children, the whole group of children. And they looked and looked. And somebody finally said, let's look at the lake, the bathing lake. And they went there. There were all the children, 3-4 years. They had gone there on the little bikes, all the way from here to the lake. And they looked around. So the sparrow also was so afraid, so disturbed, so afraid. And it said to the ocean, "Give me back my eggs. I want my children back." The ocean, okay, who cares? And the sparrow said, "Okay, if you don't give me back my eggs, I will dry you up." And started taking some water with its small beak and carried it up the shore. Came back, took some little more water, and the ocean, I don't know, laughed or something. That's funny. This small sparrow wants to dry me up with his little beak. But then Garuda, the head of all the birds, he heard about this determination of the small sparrow, and he appeared at the place, and he said to the ocean, "If you don't give back the eggs immediately, I will take on this job and dry you up." And the ocean, "Here, please." Mistake. He gave back the eggs immediately. So we are very small, like the sparrow. But if we are determined and pray to the Lord, then He may help us. And to help us, the Lord, He sends us the person who knows us better than we know ourselves, and who can give us advice how we can please the Supreme Lord. And here in the purport, Prabhupada quotes this verse from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Adau Gurvashraya. The first thing, if you want to practice spiritual life, you take on a spiritual master. Guru Ashraya, take shelter of a spiritual master. In one purport, Prabhupada writes, Krishna is the only person who is worth taking complete shelter of. Krishna is the only person to who is worth to completely surrender unto him. And also the spiritual master, he is the representative, the Sakshata Ritvinas, he is a very close associate of the Lord. He is sent by Krishna to help us to come back to Godhead, to come back to Krishna, to come back to our real position. And the spiritual master, he is expert. He knows the qualities and abilities of all those who take shelter of him. And he is giving advice that is just suited for us, that helps us in a perfect way. That is our way. Like Garuda came to help this small bird, and we are determined. The spiritual master helps us to get our real position back, to get back into the association of Krishna. Only there we can become completely happy again, when we give up our inimical attitude and develop the real desire and develop the real desire to serve Krishna. Every morning we pray for this. Oh, please, Srimati Radharani. Oh, please, Krishna, engage me in your service. Prabhupada said, and Mother Hara helps in achieving the grace of the Supreme Lord, of Krishna. Krishna consciousness is the original energy of the living entity. When we hear the sound vibration, this consciousness is revived. When we hear the sound vibration of the Hare Krishna, of the prayer to Radha and Krishna, when we hear our japa, our Krishna consciousness is revived. We again feel our original consciousness, our consciousness of being the eternal servant, the eternal close servant of Krishna. Now we come back to our position, our real state of mind, our real state of consciousness. By our endeavor, by our desire, and by the mercy of spiritual master and Krishna. We cannot conquer Krishna. No, we're not in this position like Dhruva Maharaj, but we can please him. We try to please him so much that he will engage us completely in his service, so that we don't become diverted by anything else. Everything else will not make us happy. Prabhupada gives the example of a fish thrown on the shore of a body of water. And the fish is flapping around, and somebody sees the fish flapping around, and somebody, oh, poor fish, here, come on, take this 10 euro. Or, what do I know, a hippie comes along, hey, this fish is not happy, here, come on. And he's opening his mouth, here, come on. Take a drawer from this joint, puts in the joint into his mouth. Whatever. The child, oh, poor fish, here, come on, take this lolly, puts in the lolly in the mouth. All of this doesn't make this fish happy. Now, all material things don't make us happy. No? Whatever we have, might be the best cell phone or whatever, it doesn't make us happy. Only when we engage in Krishna in the service, when we engage nicely in service, whatever we are doing, that revives our relation to Krishna, and then we feel this. When Krishna is pleased with us, he is satisfied, and then we feel also satisfaction. Then we are satisfied. Then we become happy when we nicely engage in service. Prabhupada said, whatever we are doing, it doesn't matter, any service, but we should do it with love for Krishna. Once we're here, we can also do it with love. Not just out of duty. Out of duty is mode of goodness. Duty, mode of goodness. Mm-hmm. And yes, first comes sadhana. We follow the instructions, the order of the spiritual master. Make it our life and soul. Prabhupada says, first we try to come to this platform of goodness, performing our duty, following the instructions of the spiritual master strictly. And then we come to this, finally we come to this stage of Raganuga, but that's the way to go. In the beginning we have some faith, Adau Shraddha, then we come and then we join the association of devotees, Sadhu Sangha, do bhajana kriya. They give us some service to do. We do this. We perform the service. Maybe we don't like it in the beginning, but we do it. Okay, they ask us, the Hare Krishna people ask me to do this, so I will do it. And then, slowly, when we stay in the association of devotees, anatta nivritti, slowly our bad habits decrease, and we lose the desires, we lose the interest in all these bad habits that we have. Slowly we lose all this, we lose the interest, we are able to give up. One after another, we are able to give up all our bad habits, all our wrong desires, our false desires. Anatta nivritti, giving up of our bad habits, and then nishta, then we come to the platform of steadiness. And no bad habit can move us anymore. Nishta, when we are on the platform of steadiness, then comes ruchi, then comes the taste, raganuga, then comes ruchi, then comes the taste. We don't get up in the morning because temple commander tells us, hey, whatever. He tells us says in a nice way, but we don't perform our service because we are ordered to do it, but because we like to do it. Oh yes, so nice. It's always so nice, the morning program. It's always so nice, the kirtan and the deer and Palatni Singadev. They are so beautiful, they are so sweet. Dancing in front of the deity, singing, so wonderful. Japa, so nice. Such a nice program. And then slowly, in this way, slowly our love for Krishna awakens. And we come to this platform where we can please Krishna in the perfect way. Krishna he is all merciful. He is always pleased with our endeavors. He always feels obliged. Whatever little thing we do, Krishna, he always appreciates, like a mother appreciates the endeavors of a small child. She always loves whatever the child does. Krishna, he always likes, and the spiritual master, he is all merciful. Whatever we do, he is pleased. But he's trying to inspire us. Spiritual master he is as soft as a rose, but also as hard as a thunderbolt. When the devotee is ready, the spiritual master, he corrects him to help him get rid of his bad habits, of his bad anattas. We don't have to worry. We're not that. Spiritual master, only he corrects the disciple who is ready for this, who can take it, not anybody. So we are on the way, and we are full of hope that one day we can please, not conquer, but we can please Krishna so that we can go back to him. Prabhupada said that we should desire. We don't desire like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, birth after birth. Prabhupada said we should desire to go back to Krishna. That should be our desire, to get out of the material place, out of this material place. Of course, it's a matter of consciousness. Pure devotee, he is not anymore in the material world. So he is with Krishna. One small thing, sorry. Oh yeah, another small thing. I just got the second part of the memories books. That's very, very beautiful. And somewhere are two parts. I lent them to somebody, but now I don't find them. They are somewhere. I don't know where. Two parts, memory books, memories of Srila Prabhupada by Siddhanta Prabhu. So in the newest one devotee comes to Prabhupada. Oh, Srila Prabhupada, I know you want us to go back to Krishna, but I don't feel qualified. I don't think that I'm not a pure devotee. When I leave my body, I think I will not be a pure devotee yet. What will be my fate? Srila Prabhupada thought for a little time, then he said, you don't worry. I have made arrangements. It is said our relation to the spiritual master is eternal. Also in the spiritual, when finally we go with him we go with or to him to the spiritual world. Also, the relationship there is that he is our superior. He's instructing us. What do I know? Maybe we are a small little gopi or a small little cowherd boy or something, and he's instructing us how to do our service. That's all eternal. That's always there, here and in the spiritual world. So we are in a safe, perfect place. Is there any question? Oh yeah, Prabhu. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yes, you mentioned that the spiritual master chastises the disciple when he's ready. Mm-hmm. And I came across this narration in Krishna book where Krishna, who is also, one could say, the supreme spiritual master, he comes first time to Mathura, and they enter the city and they meet one Krishna and Balaram, they meet one washerman. And Krishna asks him that we would like to have this cloth. And it seems very, very straightforward, and in one sense also, from a mundane perspective, it seems inappropriate. He's just coming to the person and asking, I want this cloth. And we can say, of course, philosophically that Krishna, everything belongs to him. But the washerman, he doesn't understand this, and he says, no, this is the clothes of the king. I cannot give them to you. And he is also very harsh. He's saying that next time you'll be arrested. And Krishna, he reciprocates by severing his head from his body immediately.
Yes.
And then they just take the cloth and put it on, and off they go. So I'm wondering a little, like, it seems a little like Krishna is very strong in that situation. He's very he's not saying that, of course you cannot know that I'm God, I forgive you this time, or I trick you somehow and I take the cloth away. No, he just ends his life there on the spot. So, and a part of me feels like, is that not too much at once? So maybe you have some perspective on that pastime.
Krishna and Balaram coming into Mathura, and there's the washerman with the nice clothes. And they ask him, please give us these clothes. It's not that they are coming some small, dirty rowdies. Hey, we want these clothes, give us these clothes, give us these clothes. Get lost, you little rascals. It's not like this. Krishna and Balaram, they are the supreme, beautiful and attractive persons. And when they ask for these clothes, any normal person would have been enamored, would have loved to give them these clothes. No? But because this washerman, he was the follower and servant of Kamsa, who was a demon, and this washerman also. He was demoniac, he acted demonically. And Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chaduskritam, to protect the devotees and to destroy the demons. Because Krishna arranged the whole battle of Kurukshetra to destroy all these demoniac armies. He made them destroy each other on this sacred place. So they all went back to the heavenly planets or to the spiritual world. It's always a blessing when Krishna even kills a demon. It's Krishna's mercy. This person is leading a useless life, a demon, but he has the luck that Krishna comes to meet Krishna. Krishna finishes him off. So many demons. It said in Krishna book there are some, but it said every day a demon came, at least one demon. And Krishna, he finished all of them. And the cowherd boys, they also enjoyed this. Oh, Krishna, today Krishna killed again a demon. Oh, really? And these demons, they get Krishna's mercy by being killed, by having their bodies destroyed by him. It is said like a loving parent in the evening takes off the clothes of the child and puts on his nightie, his nightdress. So Krishna, like a loving parent, he takes off this body of the demon and gives him liberation by killing him, by taking away his body because he's leading a useless life as a demon. Yeah, what can you say? Of course, the spiritual master, he's taking care of his disciples in a loving way, and he's always protecting, maintaining. We don't have to be afraid. Ja, Vedasara Prabhu war zuerst.
Hare Krishna, Akhila Prabhu, vielen Dank für deine nice Lecture.
Vedasara Prabhu.
Und meine Frage ist, dass wir hören ja auch jeden Morgen in den 10 Vergehen gegen den heiligen Namen. Das mag jetzt nicht zur Lecture passen, tut mir leid, aber ist okay, wenn ich so eine Frage stelle?
Ja.
Okay. Dass wenn wir Vergehen begehen während des Chantens, dann werden wir nie Geschmack finden. Gibt es auch viele Zitate von Autoritäten aus unserer Linie, wo ja, dann kann man noch ewige Leben lang vor sich hin chanten und es hat eigentlich gar keine Wirkung. Und eigentlich habe ich dann auch gelesen, dass wenn man nicht dazu kommt, dass man Tränen in den Augen hat, dann ist es ein Zeichen dafür, dass man hartherzig ist und dass man ein Vergehen begeht. Und dann war aber ein Purport von Srila Prabhupada, jetzt habe ich gestern gelesen im Bhagavatam im 3. Kanto, wo er gesagt hat, dass wenn wir einfach bei den Lotusfüßen von Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Zuflucht suchen und weiter den Mahamantra chanten, dass wir dann irgendwann von diesen Vergehen befreit werden. Also vielleicht könntest du ein bisschen was dazu sagen, was es jetzt ist. Ist es jetzt unsere eigene Bemühung oder wird es uns weggenommen oder ist es beides oder wie das zu verstehen ist?
About the Vedasara Prabhu is asking about there's this one offense to commit sinful activities, trusting on the purifying effect of the Hare Krishna mantra. Prabhupada sometimes gives the example: people they go to church and they confess, "Oh Father, I did this." Oh, okay, then you have to, I don't know, give a donation or pray a rosary or something like this. Next Sunday, "Oh Father, I did it again." Okay, son, same thing again. And he thinks, well, it doesn't matter, I just go there and if you think like this, if you think you can act sinfully and just because the Hare Krishna mantra is so powerful, you will get purified anyway. Doesn't matter, and that doesn't work. Then yes, then you can go on chanting forever. Will take long time. But it is that the first effect of chanting the Maha Mantra is Cetadalpana, Marjana. The mirror of our impure mind gets purified slowly. If we follow strictly, it won't take long. If we are not able to follow strictly, it may take longer. Still, we should always be, we should not be a sparrow, but we should always be determined to go on with our devotional service until we finally are able to please the spiritual master and Krishna. War das so? War es das?
So when I conclude, it may take a little longer if we maybe are not capable of consciously getting rid of our offenses against Vaishnavas in the holy name. But due to our determination and continuing, it will be taken away from us. Is it true?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. Don't give up. We should never think of stopping. Maya is so strong. Maya gets into our mind, or her agents. They get into our mind and tell us, well, just see, you did this nonsense again. You are a complete nonsense. What are you doing? Don't waste your life and don't harass these other Hare Krishna people. Just leave it. Go and lead a normal life like everybody else is doing. What are you doing here? This is fruitless. Don't get paid or anything. Look at your life. What do you have? Nothing. 2 dhotis or something. Maya tells us this. We shouldn't listen to that. We trust the promise of Krishna and the spiritual master that if we just go on. Prabhupada said, if you just follow the principles and chant 16 rounds at least every day, then at the end, then in this life you will see Krishna from face to face. Dinabandhu, he told this in one class. I read it. And Prabhupada looked around in the room and he repeated, I guarantee this. So if we just go on, Srila Prabhupada's guarantee is there. If we just go on practicing Krishna consciousness, what else is there to do? Nothing. If we don't want to do this, our alternative is performing sinful activities. But if we go on practicing Krishna consciousness, and it's so nice, my God, the alternative is TV or football or Oktoberfest. Well,
thank you.
I heard a small pastor. One lady I know, not personally, but she went to Oktoberfest and she was also drinking some, and then she felt the urge to relieve herself, and she just ran outside the tent in the dark, and she just sat down somewhere and she just relieved herself, and then somebody had been lying there and she passed urine on this. These things are happening. That's the alternative. We just go on. Whatever happens, einfach weitermachen. We just go on. We always should have that determination. Yeah, Maraji?
I was you were connected to what you were saying, like Krishna was saying to the gopis that, I will
Louder,
never,
please. My ears are not so.
how Krishna was saying to the gopis, and in general also, I was reading in the Krishna book when Brahma was giving the prayers after having stolen the calves. He was also saying, Krishna, you're so, all these devotees of Vrindavan, they're so devoted to you. How are you able to repay them? And Krishna himself also said, I'm like forever indebted to you. And I just want to understand that because also Krishna is supposed to be able to do everything. So why can't he reciprocate enough? Or like, why can't he repay, actually?
Krishna has all the good qualities. And it said one of the six aspects of devotion, of surrender, is always feeling meek, and we should always feel meek and humble. And that comes from Krishna. Krishna, he is very humble. He's Srimati Radharani, she tells, oh Krishna, this devotee, he does such nice service, much better than me. Even she. And Krishna also, he is the embodiment of all good qualities, and he is so humble, and he's so meek. Therefore, Krishna thinks that he can never repay even small children when they run around and do all kinds of nonsense. But then they come back to their mother, Mama, and the mother is overwhelmed. Oh, she's overwhelmed by this little love of this little child, and she does whatever the small child wants. Overwhelmed by this attitude, by this little love that this small baby has for her. And similar, I guess, Krishna, by the by our little endeavor to please Krishna, he already thinks that he cannot repay this. That's Krishna humility and his meekness. Krishna's beautiful character, his wonderful nature. Sorry, Björn war zuerst. Aber warte mal, das Mikrofon ist gerade da. Heidi dann doch. Sorry. Heidi Mataji.
Thank you for your lecture. I had a question regarding on what you said about Srila Prabhupada, how he's using our strive for being the best and greatest in the Sankirtan mission. And because I think actually this is not really the good inner mood for book distribution, to wanting to be the best, because also in Bhagavad Gita 2:48, Krishna is saying, Yugasta Kuru Kamani Sangang Chavakya Danangjaya Sthyasidyo Samo Budva Samatvan Yogochate, to perform our duty in like harmony and give up any attachment on success and failure. And also Krishna is probably not pleased when we become envy on other Sankirtan devotees and having attachment to results and anything like this. So how does this both go together?
Yeah, there are different stages of consciousness. In the beginning, when we are new, we still have this attitude.
Like the motivation to start.
Attitude. I want to be the greatest. Krishna says in Gita, the demon thinks, Ishvaroham, famous sent, Ishvaroham aham bhogi. I am the controller, I am the greatest here, and I am the enjoyer. Everything is meant for my pleasure. And we fell into this world because we are envious of Krishna, and we also have this attitude is still there in us, little, wanting to become the greatest, want to become famous and the best, wanting to be the best. And Prabhu, he just directed it towards the service, and one can use all the bad qualities in Krishna's service. Hanuman used his anger. So Prabhupada uses even our bad qualities, our bad attitude, to engage it in Krishna's service. Later on, we become purified and we develop this compassion which we are supposed to have, full of Kripa Sindhu, oceans of mercy. We are supposed to be an ocean of compassion for all the other people, but mostly we have compassion for ourselves only. Oh, I didn't get any sweet rice. Where are the ladus? Now, look at, she has such a nice sari. What do I know? Things like this. In the beginning, it's there in all of us. In all of us. But slowly, we get purified more and more. And then, instead of trying to become number one, we are trying to help the people, give them the mercy of Prabhupada and Krishna, give them the association of Prabhupada and Krishna. That will be our motive sometime. Take some time, but we just go on. No?
Thank you.
Joy, dear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Vielen Dank thank you for the lecture. My question is, why were other living entities suffocating when Dhruva Maharaj controlled his breath?
Ich habe mal so ein Buch reingeschaut, wie funktioniert das? Wurde beschrieben, wie ein Rasenmäher funktioniert oder ein Zigarettenautomat oder... Ach so, sorry. How does it function? Dhruva Maharaj, when he controlled his breathing, the breathing of all the living entities in the universe kind of stopped. It got so slow, they could hardly breathe anymore. Well, I told him once I looked into a book, how does it function? And all kinds of things, bicycle or things, cigarette, automat, all these things, how do they function? Well, it's not a simple mechanic thing, and I don't understand it less than you, I guess, how it comes that Dhruvas, look it up in the Bhagavatam. I cannot answer this. Try to look up, I don't know, one of the chapters, Dhruva goes into the forest. I don't remember the chapter title. First chapter describing Dhruva Maharaj's pastimes. And there is described how Dhruva performed his tapasya, his severe austerities and controlling the mind, his pranayama. Pranayama is wonderful, I also did before Krishna consciousness. And how he controlled his breathing and it influenced all the... I did not check it, I don't remember it, I didn't read it now consciously. Just look it up, please, yourself. Look up the verse and how Prabhupada explains it. Okay. Sorry, I don't know.
In the Bhagavatam, not in this book with the Rasenmäher.
Huh?
In the Bhagavatam, not in the book with the Rasenmäher.
Yes, not the book about the lawnmower. In the Bhagavatam we could get the understanding how this works. So, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.